Hello everyone, welcome for this new episode of the ESO News. ESO News, the series that gather all information regarding the Elder Scrolls Online that are spread everywhere on the internet. I try to make those episodes short and informative. Today we're speaking about different topics. The release of Update 6 that brings to the game the champion system, the justice system, a combat revamp, and so many more features that are really making deep change to the Elder Scrolls Online. And the release of Tamriel Unlimited 17 March 2015 that removed the monthly fee. Those combined have bring back to the game so many old players. Indeed, there's many players that have been disappointed by the Elder Scrolls Online shortly after release and that have stopped to play after 1 month, 2 months or 3 months. Those players are coming back to the game to test it and to replay it, and in general their feedback is extremely positive. They are enjoying themselves, they enjoy the new content and they enjoy the change that has been done to the gameplay during this 1 year. There's also several good review and criticize on different gaming websites that we can find, and a comment that comes back very often is this one. The Elder Scrolls Online is now what it should have been at release. The change that has been made during this 1 year and this amazing improvement have bring the Elder Scrolls Online to one of the best MMO that there is at the moment. This is really great. But in addition to old players, the game has also bring back new players that are playing the Elder Scrolls Online for the very first time. And to welcome them properly, the community is trying to help by publishing different gaming tips and other guides for those new players. For example, Elder Scrolls Off the Record is publishing a series called How to ESO. One of their videos that's very successful is how to make a group. Miss Beast is publishing a different crafting video, so if you wonder how to craft, you be sure to check her YouTube channel. She has everything explained for new players. Deltia's Gaming also have a series called ESO A to Z where he explains everything for new players. And on my channel you can find sometimes some tips as well. But in addition of old players and new players, the changes has bring back an old enemy. I've named it lag. You will experiment lag in the main city that are very crowded, in the first zone maybe, in Cyrodiil certainly, and also while doing your daily pledge. And that's very annoying because for a lot of players the daily pledge is simply not playable anymore. Zenimax is currently working on it. They have assured that they are trying to fix this as soon as possible. They have not found a solution yet, but they are not abandoning. But meanwhile, it's really annoying. So here is some tips. I will not swear and promise you that it's working, but I have tried them myself and I may have been lucky, or it's working. So try them and tell me if it works. The first tip is of course to not do the daily pledge on peak time. It can sound stupid, but if you have the possibility to do your daily pledge in the morning, the afternoon or late in the night, do it. You will not encounter any lag. The other solution is to disband your group, teleport back to the city, remake your group and come back into the instance. I think that it's changed the instance of the dungeon and you may find one where there is less players. I do not guarantee you that it works, but it worked for me several times. Another solution is to take a daily, you keep it and you don't do it that day, but you do it the next day or the day after that. So that will make players play in different dungeons, and that may also relieve a bit of lag. I'm not 100% sure either that it's working. I may have been lucky when I did it, but I think that each dungeon have its own instance, its own server. So you never know. Tell me if it worked for you. With the release of the Tamriel Unlimited, we also seen the apparition of the Crown Shop. The Crown Shop is a shop where you can buy goodies for virtual currency, the Crown. You can find some pets, some moons, some costume, but also some consumable like soul gem, repair kit or potion. Every month Zenimax have assured this shop will be restocked with new goodies. So this month, for example, we have seen the apparition of 2 new dogs and 2 Daedra as pets. We also have seen an announce of a very beautiful Senshei Moon's leopard that will be released for a certain time, so you will only have a limited time to acquire it if you want to purchase it. So every month we should have new stuff, and this will be announced at the official website. Now that's for the good part. For the bad part, we have seen on the North American server, not the European one, only the North American server, a big announce flashing on your screen. It's National Pet Day. Whether you like dogs or Daedra, get yours in the Crown store to celebrate. Zenimax have promised to not do cheesy announce regarding the Crown Shop, that everything will be clean and fair and discreet. So maybe they have done that to see the reaction of the player. Well, obviously the reaction of the player is not positive. They don't like that. I've seen several threads speaking about it on the forum. So Zenimax, hold your promise and don't do cheesy announce, please. Last minute news for the Crown Shop. We now know the price and the time when you can buy the Senshei Leopard limited exclusive mount. So basically you can buy it during the Welcoming Back Beta Tester weekend that starts the Thursday 16 March at 10 AM Eastern Time. And it costs 2,500 kron, which is quite a lot. But in addition to that, the Crown Shop will be stocked with motifs, and by that I mean all common motifs, Gajit, Redguard, Nord, etc., but also the rare one and the epic one, like the Dwemer one and the Imperial one, that will be sold for 5,000 kron. Those motifs can be bought once for one character, so if you want it on several characters, you will have to purchase it several times. This is a huge discussion on the forum. The community is completely shared between those that really don't want the motifs and those that think it's a good idea, and among those there is those that find it's too expensive and those that find it's a good price, and the forum is a little bit a mess at the moment concerning this question. The 4th April 2014 was the official release of the Elder Scrolls Online. Hurrah! It's 1 year! For some players the adventure started a little bit earlier if they had access to the early access, but basically it's 1 year that the Elder Scrolls Online has been released and that we can play and enjoy it. And during this year we have seen so many changes. 6 big updates bringing new content, new feature, but also improvement made be aesthetic or gameplay. The game has completely evolved during 1 year and sometimes changing direction in a drastically way. And we have seen the community evolving together with it. Some players that were very famous have stopped to play and have disappeared and faded away, while some other YouTubers and streamers have established themselves and become the voice of the Elder Scrolls Online. It's really interesting to see how things have evolved during these 1 year and how something is growing and settling down. It's really amazing, and I'm very happy to be part of it. To celebrate this, Zenimax have published a blog post on their official website called Reflection on ESO First Year. But beside that, and the Senshei month that has been offered to every customers that have paid the game for 10 months, Nothing big had been organized by Zenimax, nothing official. The anniversary had been quite discreet. The community, however, have organized more things. You have seen several guilds organizing guild events and celebration, and of course there's my video that I have made in collaboration with the ESO community, and I thank them deeply to have participated to it, and especially to Ebonwind that have allowed me to use this really beautiful music that give a very emotional touch to the video. Several websites have also celebrated the ESO anniversary by making a new review of the game. For instance, MMORPG have made a second review, so we can see that this first year for the Elder Scrolls Online is very positive. It's probably had been very tough for the developers, but we have seen a game that has really improved, flourished and become better. ESO Live Episode 15 had been presented by Gina Bruno and Jensen Levy the 10 April 2015, and it was a very interesting episode. In addition to the usual segments like the news, the fan art showcase, the event showcase, and the giveaways, and the Ask Me Anything segment, you can find a recap of that one on the forum thread called Ask Me Anything. I will put it in the information below. We had two very nice interviews. First interview is the interview of Eric Marby during the Live at the segment. Eric Marby is a senior Q&A tester, which means that he has his team of testers and that together they are testing as much as possible and find out bugs and find out how the bugs work so the developers can fix them as soon as possible. Every developer, or most of them, have started their career with a Q&A job, because it's a job where you really learn a lot concerning everything related to development. It's also a very important job because that's the person that are finding the bugs that are annoying us so much. So it's also interesting to know that the Q&A teams have all their own domain, their own area to test. So you have the Q&A aesthetic team, the Q&A questing team, the Q&A gameplay team or combat team, etc. Eric Marby's team is related to live, which means that is probably related to everything that happened on the live servers, probably lag and stuff like this. So Eric Marby, find out why we are lagging during our dungeon. Yay! The second interview was simply just amazing, exceptional. It was the Lawrence Schick, the Law Master or Wizard of Zenimax interview. Lawrence Schick, what a character, what a person, seriously, he's amazing. Of course, I was very interested by the subject as well. The job of Lawrence Schick is to ensure that the lore of the Elder Scrolls Online will fit the Elder Scrolls series. So he's working closely with the Bethesda guys to ensure that the Elder Scrolls Online's lore will not mess up with their future, because the Elder Scrolls Online stories happened in the past, and Bethesda is planning to make other Elder Scrolls games after Skyrim. So everything needs to fit and to belong to the same universe, to the same world. Everything needs to be logical, etc. So basically, when the quest makers, the readers, or the content designer have a question or have a problem, they go to Lawrence Schick and ask them how to do, and Lawrence Schick gives them indication how to make this quest or this piece of lore to fit the universe of the Elder Scrolls. It was also very interesting to learn that the Elder Scrolls lore is shared or is shared with us, the players, via the character. So it's told with the character's belief. It's their version of the story, and sometimes the lore contradicts themselves because one character thinks it's that way and another character believes it's that way. But it creates a world influenced by the culture, by the beliefs of the people, and it made it a good playground to work with. It must be extremely interesting to work with. Personally, when I saw this interview, I was like, I want to work for Lawrence Schick. Oh my god, it seems so great to be able to imagine new stories within a world where you have so much freedom, actually. But it's not all. You need to watch this.
With the hand too?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Your heart's not in this, is it?
No, it is. My
A lightning bolt from Kinder
My throat is sore,
right
so I'm
down
gonna do
into
this.
your hair, and then you'll be sorry if you don't do this right. Okay? Oh, Kinnereth! Kinnereth, goddess of the sky! Kinnereth, queen of storms! Mother of the tempest! We beseech ye, have mercy upon this, our humble webcast. Do not smite it with the storms. We offer you a sacrifice.
Oh no.
This crab has offered itself to Kinnereth so that this webcast will not be interrupted. Yes! This crab
Oh my god.
must die.
Oh my god.
There, she took it. Thank you.
And now time for various news. Let's start with the special Welcome Back Beta Tester Weekend organized by Zenimax. This weekend starts Thursday 16 April at 10 AM Eastern Time and finish the Monday 20 April at 10 AM Eastern Time. And during this weekend, the beta testers that have played the game during the beta but have not purchased the Elder Scrolls Online after are invited back to the game to test it, to experiment it, and to see all the change that has been made since then, and hopefully purchase the game later and become part of the community. I have also heard rumors that there will be more to celebrate this special weekend. Stay tuned. As you may know, the Elder Scrolls Online released on both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One the 9 June 2015, and the players that are eligible for a character copy on the console of their choice have received a mail in their mailbox. I received one myself, but I have no console, so I will not use it. What it means simply that for €20 you will buy the account on the console of your choice and the character copy. You can do this for two consoles, of PlayStation and Xbox One, but that's two separate transactions and will cost €20 each. The character will be copied, it's not a transfer. That means that your character will stay on your PC account and will be copied on the account of the console of your choice. This copy, you have received the mail right now, but this copy will be done later, closer to the release of the console, so you can continue to play your character on your PC account and improve it and evolve it. This will be copied later. It's also very important that you check the law of your country, because we have already seen several cases of players that have purchased this service and it doesn't work because the law of their country make it impossible, and that's absolutely not Zenimax's fault. So check on if PlayStation 4, Xbox One is officially available to your country and not by way like getting identity on a UK website or something like this, because that will not work. Okay. There is also a series of mail that has been sent for the beta testing on console. We do not have an official date yet, but the players that have received a mail in their mailbox will be invited in a beta test for the console. New change has been added to Cyrodiil's campaign. First, when you kill a boss in a delve, you will gain a temporary buff that increases your alliance point take. So it's very interesting and will probably encourage PvP inside the delves. And also the Dark Anchor have a chance to drop some special Daedric siege weapon that are a little bit more powerful. So that will probably increase PvP and counter when there is a Dark Anchor that pop up. It will be exciting. Another things, stop to ask for auction house. Jason Levy said,
Just
Say
to
it's never
put
going
it to
to
rest. Yeah.
never going to happen. So you can stop to ask. Voila, that's all for today. I hope you enjoy yourself and you find this episode interesting. I will see you next time for a new video very soon. Bye bye everyone, have a great day.